Hello, and welcome back to the next episode of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Last episode, we finished off the Hirata estate by defeating Phantom Butterfly, who was a challenging fight, but we managed all the same before being mysteriously stabbed through the back and rescued by our lord himself. But we have no idea who the culprit of such an attack was. And in between episodes, I gave Emma the gourd seed that we got from the shop outside of the Tengu's place, and I'm also going to consume the memory that we got from that boss fight. Lady Phantom Butterfly was appointed by the wolf's foster father as one of his mentors in shinobi techniques. These mentors employed strict methods. The cultivation of shinobi techniques can only be achieved in the midst of battle. So, more attack power to do even more damage, and we've got 3 levels worth of skill points. I think I'm going to spend it on the mid-air prosthetic tool, so we unlock this 3rd tier of stuff. These two aren't amazingly helpful, they just kind of let you hold more spirit emblems, which is nice for some boss fights, because there are some that are kind of, it's very good to have the right prosthetic tools for. And this one is just more prosthetic tools bonuses. I should probably show off these other ones as well, since we've got a few now. So I'll show Fang and Blade. So we've got the axe. So we use the axe, and then bring both the sword and axe round to do a massive swing that will also, you know, destroy shields and hats, just like the regular axe. On top of that, we have the chasing slice, which is the shuriken, and then we follow up like that. Very straightforward, but quite effective for closing gaps. I don't believe there's anything else. And well, there's one for the mystery, but I can't really demonstrate that without anything. Mid-air prosthetic tool, it's exactly what it sounds like. Projected force, we don't have that yet. And there's stuff here. I'll probably head to this next, because it's quite nice. Well, actually, we'll probably take projected force and then head here. So, Ashina Castle. There's a lot of places we can go. We can head straight up, and that's probably what most people would do. I, however, am not most people. We're going to go exploring. Sorry about that, but there's lots of places to go. Just because this game isn't as open-ended as most FromSoft games, doesn't mean it isn't at all. You're talking about one of those big guys, the Taro troop, and how they've got armor, so difficult to pierce that with a blade, but should be easy enough to take it off if we find a method of doing so. Giving us the gatehouse key. Key to a samurai gatehouse located in the Ashina Reservoir, not far from the well that Wolf was kept in at the start of the game. Here, Gyobu's the demon's broken horn is respectfully guarded by Ashina samurai. The broken horn is the spear blade once wielded by Gyobu. It's said that no prey can escape Gyobu's horn. It pulls enemies in and is even capable of stripping an enemy's armor. Well, doesn't that sound convenient? Down here we've got one of those big guys with a bell. He doesn't seem to be heavily armored, so not the one that they were talking about, but it's going to be difficult to get past him. That bell seems pretty hefty. So if we take out the dogs from up here with our lovely trusty shurikens. 1, 2, 3. And then, okay, we couldn't sneak up on him, that's right. Oh, he has actually got the armor on. In that case, bye, we're leaving. Black gunpowder, very nice. We can hear him attacking with that bell. Heavy coin purse, very nice. And then another sculptor's idol, the abandoned dungeon entrance. We won't be going any further down this particular path right now, but it is an interesting one to be sure. And even if we won't be going any further, there is a shop, and it's always good to shop. We know the deal. Where you find the departed, you find the memorial mob. Although I don't see any departed specifically around here, perhaps down that dungeon. So he's got pellets, dragon blood, contact medicine, maybe possession balloon, light coin purse, heavy coin purse, mask fragment, and a prayer bead, which we can afford if we sell our coin purses. Just one is enough for us. You may need more, that's alright. The mask fragment isn't going to do a lot for us really at all in the playthrough. I probably won't end up getting these unless I'm really just like drowning in money. But I mean, they're not especially useful in a first time playthrough. So, hang on, I swear I had something in my mind. Oh yes, we got that thing from Lady Butterfly last time. The Sakura, I believe that's what it was called. Key items. The Sakura droplet, but we have no way to do it. To repeat the vows of the Undying and be awarded resurrected power once more surely necessitates the aid of a divine child of the dragon's heritage. We don't have access to one of those right now, as Kuro is, of course, still missing. So for now, we are stuck with our normal 2 nodes of resurrection. And we're going to run past these guys, because again, can't fight him, because he's covered in armor. I really would recommend it. Your sword attacks will literally do like 1 damage, which is not particularly fun. But we can fight these guys just fine, as usual. Those dogs sound mad at us, but, I mean, they can't do anything about it, so we're just gonna run off. So, our next stop is the Ashina Reservoir, which is where we use that gatehouse key, but first, another remnant. We're seeing more and more visions of our young master as we're approaching the castle, but hopefully he doesn't mind a little bit of a delay. He'll understand, we've got things to do. So, we want to go in here. This door leads to a different part of Ashina Castle around the central moat, but it's not where we're going. We want to jump down the hole. And this, right here, is the other side of the door where we fought our very first mini-boss of the entire playthrough in the first episode, even before fighting Genichiro. I honestly don't remember his name. I think it was Shigenori or something, but I could absolutely be wrong. And here we have a sculptor's idol. The Ashina Reservoir. Gonna rest up, get our stuff, and make our way through here. Another eavesdrop. Can barely hear them over the idol. Okay, seems like they've heard about our exploits so far, so let's see if we can take out at least one of these guys in a somewhat stealthy manner. Okay, well, Wolf didn't feel like obeying the laws of physics there, so we're just gonna carry on normally. And as you can see, down there is the path that we took with Kuro where we tried to escape the first time. It's not really going to do us any good right now. We can jump across there, over there, but we've got guys. No, we'll let them live. They can remain oblivious. We've got enough skill points. Even if they might drop some scrap iron. Like I said, we'll have a source of where we can buy that soon enough. There's one of those guys with an alarm bell that we've seen before, and he's noticing us, so we want to get behind him. We want to take him out first so that he doesn't alert everyone to our presence. But as you remember, you can just do that with a simple jump. Not a sound. That guy didn't even notice. So there's a lot of guys around here, including another 2 Taro troop members, a bunch of gunmen, and a bunch of samurai. So, remember this house that we snuck under before? Well, this time, well, there's an item first of all, a ceramic shard, good old ceramic shard, and there's a door that we can now open with the gatehouse key that we got from those guys that told us about the armor stripping thing. here we have Gyobu's Broken Horn. Famed horn spear once used by Gyobu Masataka Oniwa. The horn contracts to pull enemies in, also capable of stripping crude armor. When the horn was broken during the rebellion, Ishin praised it for its splendid shape, awarding Oniwa with the cross-bladed spear of Shuzen Tabara, which is the guy we saw die in the intro, and that's the spear Gyobu was using in our fight, so that's fun. But now we have his old weapon. Heavy coin purse. It's another prosthetic tool for us to fit to our arm, which we can do in a moment. We've got other fish to fry right now. So, there is other stuff for us here. So we'll take out this guy. And then there's one down there who's unguarded, so we'll go for him next. Hiya! And there's a few more running around. Like I said, it's a pretty populated place, but there's those two. There's a guy up on the ledge, and then there's a guy down there. I think we'll go for the one on the ledge next. Oh, there's one here that I missed. And now everyone knows we're here. Except for him. He hasn't noticed somehow. Well, I'll take it. In fact, everyone seems to have completely forgotten now. Well, that's convenient. Nope, never mind. Jumped up and then they saw. I was hoping he was still turned around. Hang on, the other one hasn't noticed us, so we can take advantage of that. Ah! He did not see us. There we go. And now it's just this guy remaining. Always try and get an attack between deflecting theirs. Unless you do it wrong like that. And then let him do this. Which does a huge amount of posture damage. Boom. Easy. Now, up on the top of those stairs is a quite tricky mini-boss that a lot of people have trouble with. If you do have trouble with it, you can sneak around the side that we used at the very start of the game. One of the first things we did. Go up around there, get a stealth death blow on him very easily, and that'll take out one of his 2 health bars. I'm not going to do that. I quite like fighting him, so we're just going to go for it. And if I die, I die. So on this, he's got a hell of a name. It's very long. If you Mikiri counter him, he will often attack straight afterwards, so be on the ready for that. But if you manage to deflect that, then he will be, you know, unbalanced. Like so. And we knocked him. Forward. A very difficult part of this arena, or the very difficult part of this fight, is the arena you're fighting on. Including after he knocks you away, sometimes he'll go for an attack then. And if you're on the stairs, it's difficult to deal with, so I would recommend staying in this flat bit in between the 2 flights. If you can, try and orient him away from going up or down the stairs, because it will make trouble for you. When he's doing that one, you know, try and dash towards him with some sense of timing, unlike me. Also, that one can be quite deceptive. We are on literally like 1 health. That is a pixel. He does have the occasional sweep, so don't always go for the Mikiri just because you see the red marker. Sometimes I just go for those aerial attacks just to harass them. It's quite fun. Going for those combo attacks where he does a sweep upwards and then attack from above, and he just missed us there completely because we went around him. And that's him. One of the 7 Ashina spears, another prayer bead for our collection. And another level up. Oh, and some scrap iron, finally. Maybe we'll be able to upgrade the shurikens by the end of the playthrough. And here we have another remnant. Right. Another remnant of our lord, and let's just check if anything's upstairs. We know there was in the prologue after all, knocking over some of the books accidentally. Okay, nothing here for us. That's alright. We can head back, and next we want to go to where we first climbed out of that well at the very start of the game. So, I always have trouble retracing my steps exactly here. Got some items to pick up in the meantime. Fistful of Ash. Wow, how generous of you. Ah, yes, of course, it was around here, because then we snuck through the grass and went through that side of the building. This time we don't need to shimmy along the wall, we have a grappling hook. There's a person here. Say hello to the guy. He's talking about someone playing the shamisen, but we can't hear such a thing. Just walking up the side of the hole. This is where we were seemingly thrown into at the start of the game. That's our hole that we were in. And we can see there's someone else down there. And we can see they have 2 death blows. Obviously, you can go for them from up here and get a stealth one. The fact that we can target him already means that he's probably going to be an enemy. Like with the last guy, I'm going to go and fight him normally, but if you have trouble with him, absolutely go for the stealth death blow. No shame in doing so. He's a tricky boss with a tricky arena. I also only have 1 healing cord, so this is probably a mistake. No real tool recommended for this, other than firecrackers as usual, and Mr. Raven if you want to, although he's quite fast, so Mr. Raven may not be as effective as usual. I also realise now that I completely forgot to equip my upgraded firecrackers, because I'm an idiot. There's a guy here talking about a shinobi from this well. Next time you talk to him, I suppose that's the game warning you that he's gonna fight you. But he's heard the tales of our immortality and wants to see if that's true. These guys have, well, this guy had the same moveset as the guy who was guarding the Mist Raven back in the Hirata estate, with a few extra moves, but mostly the same, other than having 2 health bars, obviously. So you want to look out for his kicks, you want to look for his sweep and jump on it, and that's sort of the main deal with it. Like I said, this is a tricky arena because it's very narrow, you don't have a lot of space to work with, but that's one down. You gotta say, Wolf's got such style when he pulls off the death blows. Well, I suppose Sekiro, as the Tengu named us a few episodes ago. That's the first time we were actually called that. And he did knock out our posture there, which is not good. I am gonna take our healing flask. Jump on that sweep. Just completely missed us there. What are you even aiming at? He's going to try and regain his focus and stamina there, but not going to let him. And just like that, he's down. The Lone Shadow Longswordman. Some scrap magnetite. And another Bead. Oh, it's having a glitch with the texture box again. That's fun. Right. He's down. 96 money. And now, with our grappling arm, we can actually continue up this ledge that we couldn't way back in episode 1. Some scrap iron. Hey, we nearly got enough for our shuriken. Or maybe we do have enough, and I'm miscounting. Here we are in the abandoned dungeon. I'm not going to continue down this way just yet. We'll come back in a little bit, but we've got a few other things to get to, and also a thing that will give us a huge advantage going down there, because it's not the easiest thing in the world, and I'd like to be well prepared. But yes, that's the Ashina Reservoir fully explored. That's everything it has to offer us. The guy who is up here, Jinzaimon, has seemingly moved. Who knows where to. And we can make our way back to the main of Ashina Castle and see what else we can explore from there. I think, yeah, I will maybe end the episode there. Yes, I think so. So thank you all so much for joining me on this episode of Sekiro. And next time we'll be exploring more of the area surrounding Ashina Castle, and not Ashina Castle itself. Like I said, it's going to be a bit until we do that, because that's just how I do this portion of the game. It's quite frustrating. So thank you so much for joining me. Hope to see you on the next episode.